Today, I would like to talk about Global Day of ex- Global Day to End Execution. Do you see this? This is the flyer that we have, and we want to speak about Global Day of Ending Execution of People of Conscience. In America, we have law and order. Thank God, we have a constitution that the Second Amendment says that the freedom of conscience, freedom of religion. It means people are free to exercise according to their conscience whatever they want to believe. Of course, some people have extreme. Even we have Satan, some Satanism. Some people believe in Satan and worship that. So, of course, that's wrong, to my opinion. But at least there is freedom given by constitution. But in some countries like Iran, the Bill of Right does not exist, and the freedom of conscience does not exist, and the freedom of media. So they are a horrendous violation of human rights committed by the Islamic Republic of Iran. Islamic Republic of Iran actually is a terrorist state. Is the regime that kill and murder in the name of Allah. They use the name of Allah, the name of God, to justify. They call themselves a Muslim, but they are not Muslim. They call themselves representative of God, but they are not representative of God, but they are serving a masjid of Satan. They call it masjid of Satan. So the way that the mullah in Iran are behaving based on the false ideology called Khomeini ideology, and based on a false prophet called Khomeini. Khomeini was a mullah who was he was living in exile in Paris, and he was very much influenced by the Marxist socialism, and he invented an ideology that attacks women and girls, and the compulsory hijab became a law according to constitution with the criminal consequences. Basically, in the West, we believe if you want to cover your hair or you don't want to cover your hair, that's a personal choice. If you want to worship Christ or be a Baha'i, that's a personal choice. However, in that country of Iran, people are under the gun to really tolerate very corrupt regime that uses the name of Islam to promote its own agenda. In the Bible, it says that in the last days, the beast will deceive the kings of the earth, and the king of the earth have fornicated with the beast. So these are the false ideology invented by false prophet like Khomeini, the Taliban, Hezbollah, Al Qaeda, ISIS. These are terrorist group that breed on the blood of the innocent, because usually bully find someone who is weak, because by invading a weak person, that bully will feel power. Khomeini ideology and Khomeini and the Raisi and the Khomeini himself and the Basij and the morality police, they are so void of life of God that they breed on the blood of innocents. So this murdering regime in Iran continues for 44 years, and people are sick and tired of it. That's the reason that now the young generation, Iranian young generation, are rising up. Woman life freedom is a slogan of the revolution taking place. They are bringing the government into its knee. So the proclamation of the Global Day of Ending Execution of People of Conscience that we put together, whereas right to life is a sacred gift given to humankind, including children, by our Creator, and it must be preserved by all means, especially children under 18 years old and prisoners of conscience. whereas October 10 was established as the World Day Against Death Penalty, unified the global abolitionist movement and mobilizes civil society, political leaders, lawyers, public opinion, and more to support the call for universal abolition of capital punishment. Emphasis is on the prisoners of conscience, those who are solely condemned due to their religious status, like Christians, Baha'i, Jews, ethnic minorities like Kurds and Baluchis, with emphasis on juvenile under 18 years of age. This murderous regime of Iran even execute the children under 18 years of age, the innocent children, whereas we encourage all government agency, political leaders, and Christian leaders to advocate to abolish execution and death penalty for prisoners of conscience, especially juniors under 18 years old. The reason is that they have been the murderous regime of Iran, called Islamic Republic. It is not Islamic either republic, have executed 17 years old Baha'i, as well as children that are under 18 years old. And some of them just simply because they want freedom. They are not criminal. These are the people of conscience. So, whereas to raise awareness of the condition and circumstances in which affect prisoners with death sentence in some countries like Islamic Republic of Iran, most death penalty imposed by the government on juvenile and teen children under 18 years old is based on petty acts, which simply is expression of one's opinion, or blogging, or posting songs on internet that is offensive to the regime, to the dictatorship regime. Yet the children are falsely accused as espionage of the West, an enemy of the state or enemy of Allah, and they are tortured decades before they will be executed. So this atrocity is committed by the Islamic Republic of Iran, by the leaders, by the mullah, who call themselves representative of God, but they are not. They are a synagogue of Satan, and they are false prophet. They are false. They promote a false religion. That's not the nature of Islam. What they promote right now in Iran, because it's based on terrorism. When was the last time you heard that the Islamic Republic of Iran sent some missionaries, built some school, built universities, built hospitals, helped anyone in anywhere in any other country? Except you always hear that Islamic Republic of Iran export Taliban helps Hezbollah, export terrorism outside, kidnap people, abduct people who are even in Europe and even in the United States. So has been a threat to world peace. And this regime of the Islamic Republic of Iran has to be completely deleted and removed. Khomeini came to United States by the help of America. And Carter was the one who actually called the Shah of Iran to quit and return. So the reason that now Khomeini is very strong, because Khomeini ideology is against Israel, is against United States, and it's against the women and girls, and is against the free world. So when you have an enemy so zealous to kill and destroy you, are you going to shake hand with the enemy? So I highly recommend people in the free world to not turn a blind eyes to the cry of the young Iranian people who are asking for freedom and gender equality and a democratic system of government and the separation of religion and government. Their slogan is woman, life, freedom. Woman, life, freedom. Also, now that I'm here, I would like to condemn any execution of the young people, of the innocent people. You, Khomeini, Ayatollah, the Islamic Mullah, you are false representative, you are false prophet, you are haram, The work that you do is haram. The work that you do is ungodly. The kind of speech that you make, you cannot force compulsory hijab on the woman. That is against Allah. Allah will judge you. Allah wrath going to be upon you, Khomeini. Allah's wrath going to be against you, Raisi. Allah's wrath going to be against you because you are violating God's principle of love and loving your God and loving people. We do not love people. So this is the ultimatum, and we condemn every action, every word that you speak, all the sentence of death that you have spoken against this young generation, and the execution has to be ended even now. Even now, the execution has to be ended. The people of conscience must be free to practice whatever it is, whatever religion that they been dictate of their conscience. Thank you. God bless you. Please do not turn a blind eye to the cry of the young Iranian people who are shouting, woman, life, freedom. They want to be free. They want to have gender equality. They want to have a constitution, a democratic constitution, and a democratic parliament, and a democratic president. Thank you. God bless you. We know that this regime, this dictatorship, false regime will collapse even now as we speak. Thank you. If you would like to contact me, my number is 702-340-1373. God bless.